crossed my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hey Capricorn, welcome to your July 2019 reading, guys, and thank you so much for joining my video. So welcome to Cancer/Leo season. This month I'm using kind of some new decks. I haven't used these decks in a while, and I really want to work with my intuition this month, you guys, because of that deep Cancer energy. So I'm not really looking in any books. I'm literally going intuitive off of this. Whew. Capricorn, to be honest with you, I had to light some sage in your reading, guys, because you guys are dealing with some heavy shit. Okay, we got the South Node in Capricorn. We got Saturn and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, so I just felt like lighting some sage. I'm already feeling some heaviness. I'm a Capricorn rising, so I kind of know what's going on here as far as my first house energy. So just take a minute at the beginning of this video to get into a comfortable position. You know, take a few deep breaths if you have to, Capricorn, because I have no idea the kind of day that you guys have all had, and what it is that you're feeling as you watch this video. So I just wanted to clear my energy and clear your energy as well. So for those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna go ahead and do a similar style that I've been doing for the last couple months, which is I'm gonna look into the 4 weeks of the month. I'm gonna grab 4 cards and look into each week. Okay, now as I'm recording it's July 12th, so we're headed into the 3rd week of July. Sorry the videos are late, you guys. I was moving the first half of the month and it was absolutely bizarre. So now that I'm all settled in, I wanted to get these readings up for July for those of you who are interested. So I will be clarifying with my Iris Oracle deck. I'm going to go ahead and put these back here until then, because we're going to get the tarot cards first. Capricorn, I just wanted to mention here that this month is really important for you because the North Node has been opened by the Sun, and the Moon is going to open the South Node. Cancer is your opposite sign, so you are going through 7th house energy. When you get to Leo season at the end of the month, we'll be shifting into the 8th house, but there is this huge impact of relationships and partnerships this month for you guys. Not just romantic, but all relationships, because of Cancer being your opposite. And that's why the North Node is in Cancer and the South Node is in Capricorn, because you guys are opposites. And that means that there's a series of eclipses that have opened up in July. I'm not sure if you guys felt that new moon eclipse open up on July 2nd this month. That was in your 7th house opposing you. And then around July 15th, there is a full moon in your sign, Capricorn, this month. So I think you guys are doing some heavy, like, emotional purging energy. You know, there's going to be a lot of release with the South Node. So I just wanted to let you guys know how important your energy is as the opposite of Cancer. That means your birthday is in 6 months. So there's this is representing a half cycle for you guys. So I did shuffle. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. I just saw the Hierophant card. Either that, or this is about tradition, advice, counseling, spiritual, like, advisory, or Taurus, commitment. But I was shuffling your cards. It didn't take me long to find your energy. I always shuffle the cards until I see the ruling tarot card for the zodiac sign I'm reading for. So this is the Devil card in this deck, guys. A lot less scary than the one in traditional tarot. It doesn't have chains. It doesn't have the devil. You know, so this is just a better representation of you, Capricorn. This is showing a woman. I can't remember what she's called in this deck. She's actually called something. She may be called the Grove or something like that. Maybe I'll put it in the comments below after I record your video. She's called something. She's not even called the devil in this tarot deck. But it is the devil. Does talk about, you know, the same old thing, Capricorn, that toxic energy, feeling codependent. But I love that this woman is walking away from potential toxic things. She's actually left a path behind her, and this may be about a home. There is this little home right here that may be toxic for some of you. But for now, this is you, Capricorn. Okay, we're gonna release all those that heavy stigma energy, that very Satan-like energy where everything is blamed on you, and the guilt and the hate, you know what I mean? And I love this energy for you guys, so that you can take a break from, you know, carrying all those responsibilities that people project on you here. So this is going to be you, and we're going to look behind you before we start your reading to see the pre-underlying energy. So the card right behind you, Capricorn, is you, the King of Pentacles. Now, if you're females watching, this may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man. But the King of Pentacles to me is definitely a Capricorn man. So we've got you heavy in your energy. I definitely shuffled, and I let Spirit decide when to show me the Devil card. So I don't know if any of you guys are dealing with codependency financially. When we have the Devil card like this with the King of Pentacles, this could be, you know, someone who is addicted to hard work, addicted to working, addicted to money, materialistic energy. And with this card, I always think that this person's kind of unhappy, you know. I know it's a woman, but it's definitely the King of Pentacles. This is the Goddess deck, so there's a lot of female energies in the pictures. But, you know, this is like kind of someone who's getting cold because there's that fire. Some of you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I just see that there's heavy Capricorn energy here. And we have the Six of Cups, Capricorn. So some of you guys may have children, or there's some kind of nostalgic energy in your finances or in your home. Some of you guys could work with younger children, or maybe you're returning to some kind of way of making money. Some of you guys may make money dealing with children, like babysitting or something like that. This is an interesting combination. Some of you, there may be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, from your past that wants to return. We do have a lot of retrogrades this month. And 2 of them are in your sign, Pluto and Saturn. So I don't know. This is pretty interesting. We've got a soulmate showing up here. For those of you who are dealing with people coming back from your past, they may be very familiar to you. They may be kind of nostalgic to you. This is the card of nostalgia. So we talk about childhood homes and childhood family members and just things that make you walk down memory lane. So this is either an earth sign from your past. And we do have the Eight of Swords beyond that. So some of you guys could be trapped in a negative thought pattern from your past. I want you guys to really, really think about how your past could be impacting your way of thinking this month, okay? But the card right behind you is the King of Pentacles. You guys are grounded, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is actually a Taurus, so you guys could definitely be dealing with Taurus energy. This is stability, hard work, logic, being grounded. And it has something to do with your past. It has something to do with these retrogrades. You know, Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node are really allowing Capricorn to tap into the past energy, which is kind of interesting because Capricorn traditionally rules the future. You guys are the 10th house of legacy and what you're leaving behind. You guys are more future forward thinking people. Cancer is more that past energy, so it could be Cancer's influence as well, mixed with all the retrogrades, which is why you guys are kind of reminiscing. There definitely may be people, places, and things from your past, okay? But it's very nostalgic, and I love to see the King of Pentacles. So even if you're a woman, you're tapping into that very masculine, strong energy, okay? So let's go ahead and look at July, guys. Please allow me to look into the first week of July for Capricorn. How did Capricorn enter July? Please allow me to look into the first week of July. So we have the Four of Pentacles. All right. Someone here was hanging on to something the first week of July. Now, this is Pinnacle energy, okay? Some of you guys are trying to save up money the first week of July. Very concerned with financial flow. Kind of hard to let something go. You can see this woman is really gripping that Pinnacle tight. So holding on to a person, place, or thing really tight that you value. Maybe offering a little bit in hopes that someone doesn't accept the offer, like, here, would you like this, when really you don't really want to give it away. It's something that you value. And we have the bottom of the deck as the Nine of Swords. So some of you guys have anxiety, maybe hard time sleeping. Maybe there's some nightmares or insomnia going on where someone stays up really late and doesn't realize that the sun's about to come up. And this anxiety, the first week of July, these negative thoughts before sleep, this trouble sleeping, these nightmares, mental darkness here, worrying. This has to do with money. This has to do with saving money. This has to do with holding on tightly to something. This has to do with a comfort zone, okay? Let's go ahead and move to the second week of July for you, Capricorn. Okay, we almost had the Nine of Pentacles pop out, but it went back in. So there is this energy of self-sufficiency. Some of you guys are trying to hang on tightly to the money that you have. You know, there might have been some money the first week of July that you came into, and you wanted to save it, but you also, there's someone who wants it. You know, the Four of Pentacles in this deck, she is offering someone something, but the look on her face always says to me that she really doesn't want this person to have that. You know, this may be people, that codependency energy, where it's people are asking for something that you value, especially your money. Bottom of the deck I did not know is the Lovers right now, because I was shuffling. The Nine of Pentacles came out, remember? So that made me stop and talk for a little bit. And we have a Gemini showing up here, Capricorn. If you're not dealing with a Gemini, this is a love connection. You know, you are going through 7th house energy. So with this combination, you could definitely be holding on to someone. You may have a decision to make between someone you're hanging on to, someone you're letting go of, the past, the future, that kind of thing, an ex, a new partner, your comfort zone. You know, someone may be at a distance here, but this is, to me, is a choice. All right, it's a Gemini energy, twin flame energy, soulmate energy. But the Nine of Pentacles jumped out on the other end. So with that, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers, somebody here may feel single. Someone here maybe want to be financially sufficient. They want to be financially independent in this union. There may be a financial decision that you have to make on your own, Capricorn, when it comes to your relationships. Or maybe there's just a financial decision that could potentially affect your relationships. Yeah, I'd say so, because we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, somebody here is juggling more than one person. Whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, whatever it is, someone here is juggling. Now, this could just be financial stress in the relationship. Maybe somebody is a little bit far away from you. They work far away or something. But this is just definitely linked to some kind of path, okay? Because we do have the two paths here with this Two of Pentacles. So this could just be juggling two different paths financially. Maybe you guys have two different ways of making money. Maybe there's two different jobs here, but someone here is very financially stressed out, and there's definitely financial decisions coming up in relationships, which to me is definitely that Capricorn Cancer vibration. You know, things like the home. We have the Four of Pentacles, so that's your foundation, Capricorn. Money for the home might be important here the first week of July. Okay, let's look into the second week, see what comes out. Please allow me to see the second week of July 2019 for Capricorn. And we have the Five of Pentacles. We move from the 4 to the 5. So Cancer season, even though it's your opposite, even though they're very emotional, you are the shadow of Cancer. So it's your job to maintain stability and logic in Cancer season, so that there can be polar opposite energy, especially around the time of the full moon, which we'll look into here around the 3rd week. But we move from the 4 to the 5, so that's a step up. You know, we move from the 4 to the 5, so that's chronological order. You move from hanging on, like you're hanging on, Capricorn, to money this month because you're afraid that you'll be broke. You're afraid of poverty. You're afraid of unemployment. Some of you guys are comfortable in a certain job, even though it's like you're not making as much money as you'd like. We'll talk about this more, guys, but to have the 4 and the 5 of Pentacles is very interesting. Definitely earth energy, and this is Cancer season when you're going through your 7th house. So I think money and relationships is coming up here. And then we're going to move into Leo season, which is your 8th house of transformation. You guys want to get ready for this huge transformation at the end of the month, starting with that full moon and Capricorn eclipse. That's going to really change some things for you guys. Some of you may be feeling left out in the cold the second week of July. Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. Neptune retrograde in your 3rd house. Pisces energy. Maybe some of you guys, there's some slow financial energy, which is why you're trying to save as much money as you can. Okay, some of you guys, there's a sacrifice here that has to be made, especially with that Two of Pentacles we saw. Some of you guys are stressed out, so you may have to sacrifice something valuable to you. You may have to choose a path, because this is about seeing things differently. So there is someone out there listening that needs to shift their perspective from loss to abundance. You know, several months ago, I aligned myself with the abundance in the universe, meaning that I trust in the universe that everything that is meant to be mine will be mine. There's unlimited amount of money being printed right now. Money is so weird. It's literally being printed right now. So there's an unlimited source of it. It's just about attracting it to you, Capricorn. So when I see these two cards, this is about literally seeing something from a different point of view, seeing unemployment. You know, because this is the card of unemployment. This is the card of poverty, even homelessness to a certain extent. It's usually the fear of that. Some of you guys may need to ask for financial help the second week of July. And I know how hard that can be for Capricorn, because you guys are extremely independent people. So there's something here about the lack of something. You know, loss of a home, loss of a job, loss of money, conflict financially. Something needs to change financially the second week of July, okay? Something needs to change, because someone here feels really left out in the cold. But you're being told to see that in a different way. Maybe there's some kind of sacrifice here that you made, and you know, sacrifice is really important to Pluto. Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn, so for all I know, some of this could really be initiated by the South Node and Saturn and Pluto being in your sign. But it's about seeing something differently, becoming enlightened, you know. You know, we definitely have a decision here. We have the Two of Swords now. So a lot of crossroad energy so far, Capricorn. With the Two of Swords and the... Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles now, when before we had the King. But this is a stagnant energy. Some of you guys are feeling really slowed down and stagnant when it comes to money. There may be some kind of decision that you need to see. This is the decision to sacrifice something. I think some of you guys are sacrificing a job. You're sacrificing your stability. And I feel like that is such a South Node in Capricorn thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and look into the third week of July 2019 for Capricorn. What is the third week of July? Please allow me to look into the energy of the third week of July 2019 for Capricorn. And we have that King of Pentacles popping out. A lot of earth energy, Capricorn. I like to see that. Bottom of the deck, wow, is that Lovers. Okay, so definitely Gemini here for some of you. And I think I just saw the Ten of Pentacles come up back here. So yeah, guys, this is about... I love the Ten of Pentacles for Capricorn. That is my Capricorn energy. This is about future finances. You guys are worried about the future. You're trying to ground yourself now, especially those of you who are coupled or dealing with like choices financially in a relationship. This may be about a home. The third week, like there's some kind of stability here. And I'm telling you, with these two here, somebody feels really cold. You know, Capricorns get a bad rep for being cold anyway. You know what I'm saying? For being earth signs. But with that energy there, this is the left out in the cold card. And then this King of Pentacles always gives me a cold vibe. So if you're feeling cold and distant and rigid, this is because something financial, like you're not feeling valued, you're not feeling like someone is respecting your worth or something like that. And I think that's because of what you and you only have sacrificed, Capricorn. Not that I'm not saying that people haven't asked you to sacrifice these things or persuaded you to, but ultimately you guys are too cardinal to do anything that you don't want to do. You know what I mean? I don't know any Capricorns who do things that they don't want to do. They may be been manipulated into it. They may be bound to do it. They may be weighed down heavily by responsibility. But this seems weird. Okay, we have the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles in the back. So this is about a home environment. It's about a career. This is about future finances in the home. And we have the King of Pentacles again. So stability in relationships. Behind the Lovers is that Two of Pentacles still. So there's definitely some financial stress going on in relationships. There is definitely a choice financially between maybe two jobs that you're passionate about or something like that. Yeah, definitely weird, Capricorn. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is causing you guys a lot of anxiety, friends. This is causing you a lot of anxiety. Someone may lose sleep over financial stress. And I think that the Lovers card is a choice in relationships, because we definitely have the Five of Cups here too. So this is disappointment, loss, regret, looking at things as if you've lost everything when there's still more to gain in the situation. It could be linked to a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or just emotional balance. We got a lot of emotion here. This is that Cancer energy affecting you. Okay, there may be someone who drinks. I do see someone here who may drink and who may no longer want to drink. But what I see here is, you know, anxiety and nightmares. Okay, surrounded by the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling money in a relationship. Let's look into the last week of July for Capricorn. What's going on in the last week? Give me one card, Spirit. Allow me to look into the last week of July for Capricorn 2019. How are they ending this month? Wow, really? Another Pentacle card. I kind of figured that would happen when the first two cards were Pentacles and then the third was Pentacles. You have all Pentacles, Capricorn. All money, all reality, all tangible things that are worth something to you. The bottom of your deck is the Six of Wands, though, which is acknowledgement, public recognition. It's attention. Sometimes it's an admirer, someone who's admiring you. We'll have to look at the bottom of the deck here in a moment. But wow, do you have, like, every week of July is a harsh reality. You know, the first week of July was hanging on to something, trying to save your money. We even have three Pentacles down here on the ground, and that's the Three of Pentacles. That's a job. So I don't know if some of you guys, like, there's like a job or something like that, and you know, you get this one Pentacle, which is probably one paycheck or something, and that has to get, this is literally, you're in the position of giving that away. So even if you do have something that makes money for you, Capricorn, the first week, it may be a job, it might be a hobby, you know, Capricorns always make money somehow. You guys are extreme hustlers, you're extreme, like, you know, just whatever, a boss. You guys are the bosses, the boss figures. So you make money by selling stuff. Because I do see someone here who's technically unemployed, but you still make a little bit of money, you know, you move from the 4 to the 5. So there's some kind of increase that happens the first to the second week. You guys may be feeling pretty poverty. You may be feeling poverty the second week of July, though. Okay, but by the third week of July, you get really stubborn. I think you guys put your foot down about something. The third week of July, like, look, I can't feel like this anymore. You know, I know Taurus and Virgo are similar, but there's just something about you, Capricorn, where you're always thinking about the future. You know, I don't think it's the same for Virgo and Taurus. You know, Taurus is also very resource oriented. Virgo is a whole nother story. But Capricorn sticks out the most to me, especially when we're going through Cancer season, which is this total opposite energy. Total opposite energy. Instead of the future, everything becomes about the past. It's even increased. The past is increased because of the retrogrades. So it might be very hard for you guys to see your future right now. Okay, it really might. And there's something at the end of the month. I didn't even realize what this card was. I just knew that it was a Pentacle card. But this is the 6 of Pentacles. So by the end of July, it's very important that you enter August under a more fair agreement. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys may have to go to court, because the 6 of Pentacles is like a Libra energy to me. You can see the balance scale. But Libra is justice. So some of you guys may have to go to court for an exchange of money. This may definitely be like about, you know, child support. It might be about just some kind of exchange of karmic money, basically. Money that is given to you at court, especially if you have kids. Some of you guys definitely have children here, because I see there are 2 kids in the 6 of Wands and there are kids in the 6 of Pentacles. You have 2 6s here. I didn't realize that. So 6-6. Financial balance, so important to you at the end of the month, Capricorn. The equal give and take. Financially, emotionally, spiritually. This is about everything you give that you consider worth it. Okay, and that's going to be different for all of you, but no more receiving crumbs from a person when, you know, it just needs to be 50-50. All right, there's 6 Pentacles here. That is symbolic for, you know, if there's 2 people, each of you get 3. If there's 3 people, each of you get 2. If there's 6 people, each of you get 1. You know what I mean? Just making sure it's like a situation where there's a pie or a cake and it's split right down the middle. Like everyone gets, you know, fairness and it's equal responsibility too. Because I know sometimes Capricorn, you guys being the strong King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy, you're used to carrying more weight than other people. And this might be done at work or whatever, but, you know, appreciation is a huge word for Capricorn. All right, you guys very seldomly complain about responsibility that falls on your shoulders because you're ruled by Big Daddy Saturn. So you guys are just, you come into the world knowing, you know, a heavy sensation of responsibility and karma and restriction and hard work, and you're always so focused on time. So I can only imagine how all this retrograde energy is affecting you, Capricorn, because, you know, why would a goat want to slow down when they're in the middle of climbing a mountain? Like, I know goats are very skilled with climbing mountains. I've seen a lot of goats stand on the side of mountains when there's barely enough room to stand there. Like, but goats, they just know how to, I guess. You know, but Capricorn, you guys are the sea goats. So you also want to remember that you do have that very water essence about you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the mixture of spirit and reality. It's the mixture. So you guys are very sensitive, and a lot of people forget that about you guys, but there's nothing that could get you and your feelings more than the unequal balance of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Saturn will really come down hard on you guys, and I think this is going to be because of the full moon in Capricorn. You guys are hella in earth energy every month. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Wow, 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles. I cannot make this up. I didn't realize that, but you go from the 4, the 5 to the 6. Some of you guys really want to move up at work. If you made so much money this week, you know, you guys might have been at a job for a certain while. It's like you want to see steady progression. This is very important to Saturn, that you move from the 4 to the 5 to the 6. I'm proud of you, because there's something here about your values moving up. Okay, I love this. I love this energy. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify it all, because now when we clarify these cards, it's going to show way more. This is going to be a completely different story. So please allow me to look into the first week of July for Capricorn. Why is the Four of Pentacles here for the fourth week of July? We have healing through rest. So healing through rest, I'll show you. This is definitely like the Four of Swords to me. Some of you guys are so anxious and so concerned with saving money the first week. Like, you guys need to rest, okay? Some of you guys are really stressed out. You know, we have this here. We have something that is never truly yours. So do you see how there's all these hands, and whatever these pebbles are or whatever these rocks are, they may be pentacles, you know, but there's something here that's falling through all these people's hands, okay? And I'm being led to associate that with this Four of Pentacles. So it could be possible that the beginning of July, you guys are actually hanging on tightly to something that is never yours, okay? And with earth signs, you guys rule the physical, tangible realm. So earth signs tend to be very, very territorial. Like, this is my fireplace. This is my chair, my house. You know what I'm saying? This is mine. I worked very hard for this. So there's something here about letting go of something that is not yours. Something that's yours, Capricorn, is going to be just as grounded as you are, all right? So I'm just seeing here that something you were hanging on to the first week of July was probably exhausting you, because the healing through rest card is here, okay? Some of you are really, really, I'm not going to say overly focused, because there is no such thing. I understand, Capricorn, but the amount of focus you're putting on your money, your effort, your energy, your responsibility, just definitely finances, something that is valuable to you, it's causing you guys exhaustion. Like, you're being told to heal and to release something that is no longer yours, or that something that never was truly yours, okay? Just kind of like, poverty is not yours, Capricorn. Stress is not yours. And also physical things too, all right? So this is about releasing something so that you can heal and rest more, okay? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Capricorn for July 2019? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for the second week of July for Capricorn? Please clarify the Five of Pentacles for Capricorn in July 2019. Five of Pentacles energy. Please clarify this for Capricorn. And we have gifts from the past. I literally just did the Sagittarius reading, and they almost received this same card in the same position. So some of you may want to watch the Sagittarius video if you have Sag energy. Now, for some of you guys who seem unemployed or scared of being homeless or poverty or something like that, I think some of you may be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus, because I just looked at this window behind that person's arm, and it looks like a ram or a bull to me. I never noticed that, just the design on the window there. But anyways, for those of you the second week of July who are really going through financial conflict, feeling left out in the cold, there's this gift from the past coming. Now, I'm not really sure with this card when the gift will come here, but it is coming, Capricorn. You may hear about it, okay? And it has something to do with your direction in life. It definitely may be the South Node that is giving this to you, because, you know, Capricorn, the South Node has everything to do with the past. And we have repopulation here, guys. So you can see that one of these apples are chewed to the core, you know what I mean? And then in the other, and then that's the closed fist. So you're closing your hand to things that are no longer yours. This is a closed fist too. So your reading is starting to make a lot of sense here. If you guys can follow it metaphorically, there's a closed fist when it comes to things that are, you know, used up and gone, but your hand is open to the repopulation of these things. So it's really interesting, repopulation in this card, because this is like feeling like you're not going to have enough, feeling like resources are running out, feeling like you're not where you want to be financially, and that's causing conflict. There is something that needs to change about this feeling for you financially, about being left out in the cold as well. I'm telling you, some of you guys are going to receive some kind of gift, just like Sagittarius. And this energy is going to be repopulated by the end of July, okay? You did see the Ten of Pentacles, so don't worry too much about money, Capricorn, this month, because you're feeling what you're feeling. One, because of all the retrogrades. Two, because of the eclipses that are literally trying to... Eclipses are very powerful. So eclipses come in and change our mind. They change our energy. They change our destination. They change pretty much everything. Like, life is just not the same after an eclipse, which is why the first week and the third week of July is extremely important. Okay, so please keep in mind that the universe is definitely contributing to how you feel, which is probably why you didn't feel this way a few months ago. Like, this definitely started in July. So just keep that in mind, that some of these transits are definitely affecting you. There is going to be a repopulation. Everything that was lost will be regained. It's almost like trusting that a tree will bear fruit. You know what I'm saying? Because there is something here about money to eat. You know what I mean? The Five of Pentacles is like just even having money to eat, especially if you have children. Like, there's definitely an apple. Apples are really symbolic for Capricorn because of the whole Adam and Eve thing. So yeah, things are going to be repopulated. You need to protect your heart though, Capricorn. This protect your heart card has came up for just about every sign in July. And I think it's that Cancer energy of protection. Let's look at the third week. This is an important week for you guys. You guys are going to be feeling pretty grounded, pretty Capricorn energy. You're going to be feeling in your power. Okay, so why is the King of Pentacles? So we have the Heart Eater. Looks like a scary card, but this card is about eating your own hearts. Okay, this card is reminding you to list and honor good things about your heart, because I'm telling you, I wish I could read from that card, but I promised myself I wouldn't, because I want to just go with my intuition. But it says very beautiful things about this woman. I love the way it's the card number 13. So maybe the full moon's on the 13th, or maybe July 13th is really important, and I think that's tomorrow. So very interesting. The Heart Eater is the woman who eats her heart. I almost want to look at it real quick, guys. It's okay. It's okay to break promises sometimes. Because it's just important. It says, I know we can't be too excited about running into this character, but it's possible that this Heart Eater is misunderstood. She is not here to eat your heart. She eats her own. In a fit, she knows not what she does. She gets such a state of uncomfortable feelings and confusion that she destroys her own heart. Let's take a moment to learn a lesson from her. Lessons are important for you, Capricorn. So you're learning lessons right now. Okay, she was so overwhelmed by her feelings of anxiety and discomfort, loneliness, and undirected energy that she turned her rage on herself. Let us all be nice to ourselves in our hearts when we are feeling like our emotions are caving in on us. Our hearts are powerful and can send their healing energy through our whole body, including our mind. Take your heart out today. Talk to your heart today out loud and say 3 nice things to it. So this kind of reminds me of the Three of Swords, honestly. So I think we were meant to read that, Capricorn. This is about being misunderstood. This is about having anxiety. It's about being overwhelmed emotionally. You guys might be feeling some of those vibes on the third week, okay? This is that full moon eclipse, guys. I'm looking forward to this full moon, but I think it's going to be really karmic. I think it's going to be really heavy. A lot of purging, a lot of releasing energy. Bottom of the deck, well, we have the all-knower that wanted to be shown. So this is interesting, because my cards just did this. We have the all-knower that wanted to be shown under there, but the card that is out here is what is hidden will be revealed. Yeah, I would say so. Okay, this is reminding me of the Hierophant card. Some of you could definitely be dealing with a Taurus, but anything that is hidden from you, Capricorn, the third week of July is definitely going to be revealed and illuminated by the full moon in your sign. I mean, you have Saturn, you have Pluto, you have the South Node. Those are going to be the 3 main powerhouses that I don't even know what this is going to do to our universe, but it's going to release a lot of past karmic energy, which is so important to us as Capricorn, because we're able to move forward and actually leave behind the legacy that we're wanting to leave behind for the future, right? All right, what is hidden will be revealed. There's some kind of key here that you may receive, Capricorn, but you are being told to stay back. Okay, I know some of you guys are afraid that this light will bring judgment to you. We literally have fear that the light will bring judgment, okay? And this is interesting because Pluto is all about judgment. It's the Judgment card in tarot. So some of you guys are going to be very afraid. All of a sudden, there's going to be this huge light on you, Capricorn. Everything that you've ever done, Saturn has a record of. Saturn has receipts. So, you may feel a little bit haunted. You may feel a little bit shy of this moon that's going to be shining on you. But you're being told, you have these 2 hands here to protect yourself. Stay back. This is about boundaries. This is a great card to come up for you, Capricorn, because this card is literally about boundaries. It's about protecting yourself from people who just come and go as they please and not feeling obligated to do things for certain people just because, people are not entitled to your energy, okay? So wow, that third week has a lot of heavy energy. Whew. Speaking of heavy energy, we just pulled the Restless card. Some of you guys are feeling very restless, okay? This is about not really knowing what time it is, and you know how important time is to Capricorn. And welcome to the retrogrades. Welcome to Saturn retrograde. When Saturn, even if just Saturn was retrograde, we have Pluto retrograde, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Mercury, Chiron. You know, the only planets not retrograde are Venus and Mars. Okay? So Saturn rules time. Capricorn is heavily associated with time, and when Saturn retrogrades, time is so slow. So slow that it seems too fast almost. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's just time is affected when Saturn goes retrograde. Meaning that people like you, Capricorn, who are ruled by Saturn, and Aquarius, I guess. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn too. You know, you may feel like you just, okay, my best friend, he is a Capricorn, and what he said to me is time has been getting the best of him. Whatever that means, Capricorn, time may be getting the best of you. You may be restless. This is the Nine of Swords energy, basically. This card came out for the third week. We have the lonely journey of the Priestess, similar to Sagittarius. Some of you guys may feel like you're going on a path that is alone. I'm going to put this Restless card right here for the third week, because I just think that you guys are going to be feeling a bit restless. You know, staying up at all hours of the night, not really knowing how to decipher what time it is. Like, your time perception may be off more off than usual. Okay, let's look into the fourth and final week. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for the fourth week of July for Capricorn? Why is the Six of Pentacles so wow? Oh, this card haunts me. This is the suppression of a star being by hands of the unworthy. Oh, I almost want to read from this one too, guys. Like, and it's, I guess this is the first card, so yeah, we're gonna do it, because I want you guys to really feel what it says about this card. So it actually isn't finished. The book has an error in it, but it says, "You are a star, born not of this earth. Being a star, your light is bright and beautiful. You may not even fully notice at this time all the magic you hold within you. Sometimes it can feel like the world is closing in on you, that people are out to get you, control you, and make you smaller, less. Know that connecting with your truest knowledge and light will always lead you out of uncomfortable situations eventually. People are energy that want to push you down, make others under their hands, are only grasping at your light because it's the only way they know how. They couldn't possibly feel the light. They couldn't possibly feel that by controlling you, they have light, but they are misled. And they will also find their light." I think that's what it's supposed to say at the end there. But yeah, this is basically feeling suppressed, you know what I mean? And it has something to do with what you're giving away, Capricorn. Maybe you're giving yourself away, and what's more valuable than that, than your time, your energy, and your effort in who you are? So the end of July looks like you're extremely concerned with being suppressed and, you know, taken advantage of. Wow. Okay, so this is something interesting. I'm glad we have a little bit more time. We have the Twin card. Okay, hopefully you guys can see the Twin card at the bottom of your deck, but I just saw that we have dependency. So wouldn't this just be the Devil card? You know, if we have a dependent twin, then this is literally reminding me of the Devil card, literally, because the Twin reminds me of the Lovers card, but dependency is literally the Devil card. So some of you guys are in a codependent situation with a person who is a perfect mirror for you. Like, they actually mirror your energy to you. Let's see what's behind the dependency card. We have the Slimy card. So this is a very slimy and sticky situation that you want out of. Alright? This is like a disgusted energy. But this to me is really, really powerful. You guys want to be very careful of twin flame unions that have gone dependent, because twins that are dependent on each other are literally the Devil card. Like, you guys are not lovers. You guys are toxic. It's toxic energy, you know. That's not the vibration of love. Love is to lift people up. So if there's anybody that's like dependent on you, I love this. Like, I don't love the energy of it, but I love how powerful this card is. And you can see here there's chains. Okay, there's a heart, there's tears. Dependency is something that is in the Devil card. You pull the Devil card in tarot and you talk about things like codependency and addiction, obsession. So the fact that you guys are dealing, maybe you guys are dealing with a twin and someone else who's dependent on you, because this is reminding me of the Six of Pentacles, where someone is financially dependent on you, or even worse, you're dependent on them. Dependent Capricorns, they are very depressed. There's nothing that could suppress a Capricorn more than feeling unworthy financially, than feeling like, so you also want to ask yourself that, but you know, Capricorn, there's nothing that I could tell you in this video that Pluto isn't going to tell you. There's nothing that I can tell you that Saturn is not going to tell you, that the South Node is not. So, you know, just hang on and see what shifts take place over the next 6 months with this eclipse, because we are going to have this eclipse, and that's a 6-month cycle. It's different than most full moons. This is going to be a very supercharged full moon. I'm ready for it. So yeah, it looks like you guys need to release something at the beginning of July. I know you guys are trying to save money. There's a lot of money here. Some of you guys are really tired of being conflicted. Now for some of you, this is going to be, some of you guys are literally down to your last dollars, and some of you guys are feeling this energy even though you have thousands in the bank. You know, it's a vibration. You guys are all feeling this differently than each other, but I think you guys, there's going to be some kind of gift that comes to you guys, and it's coming from the past. It's coming from the South Node, and it's probably going to take place during the 2nd and the 3rd week. Remember, this is your 7th house, so you could definitely be feeling this in regards to relationships, like left out in the cold by relationships, hanging on to old relationships. That's all going to be eclipsed out. This is your 8th house of transformation. You guys are about to transform anyways with your 8th house of Leo, okay? So be kind to yourself, because I can see there's a lot of heavy energy for you guys the 3rd week, but you guys are the King of Pentacles the 3rd week of July, so you're being grounded. But if there's anything I know about Capricorn, the more grounded they seem, the more sensitive they are underneath. So that is not fooling me. I know you guys are extremely restless and a lot of anxiety, and you're also feeling very suppressed, okay, because of the unequal give and take in a situation, whether it's a job, a relationship, a home environment. But guys, let's check this out here. Six of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, sorry, the Hierophant, the 5 of Swords, that came out a lot in the pre-shuffle. But then we have the 9 of Cups, so there is some kind of wish fulfillment. I think some of you guys have been wishing for a certain situation in your life to end. You're finally standing up for yourself and no longer carrying around extra baggage. That's what this is saying here. You know, you guys are finally standing up. We have 2 7s here, 2 6s, 2 7s. All right, so we got some master numbers, but yeah, this is someone who is done carrying responsibility that is not theirs. That is ultimately what you guys are wishing for unanimously, but there is some kind of wish fulfillment coming, and I think it's linked to the end of a burden. It's the end of a heavy cycle, which has to do with all these arguments, this conflict, this competition. You know, someone in the situation who just wants to win at all costs, even though these people back here are defeated. You know, this is a heartbreaking decision that there's an argument over, but I feel like there may be an argument here, especially if you're dealing with commitment. Some of you guys, this is looking like marriage counseling. This looks like counseling, because the Hierophant, it is a Taurus. You guys could definitely be arguing with people with Taurus energy, or you could be arguing with people who you're married with, who you're, this could be like a divorce, talk of divorce, but this looks like marriage counseling to me, especially for those of you guys who just simply cannot communicate with the person, you know, who you're with. This may be mental conflict, and I just feel a counseling vibe. Some of you definitely may be thinking about therapy, or just reaching out to spiritual advisors or something, getting tarot readings, whatever. Watching this reading now is this vibe. This is someone who's going through conflict, who needs advice. Okay, I'll just put it that way. All right, this is the advice card. This is a tradition. You know, there's someone here who does not communicate traditionally or respectfully, okay? But this is about commitment. And it's about your faith. It's about beliefs. This is the High Priest, okay? And we have the 6 of Wands. So you could be dealing with, there could be a tension here. Now, there is a very victorious commitment here, okay? There's a lot of attention here. You may be acknowledged for commitment, okay? But the bottom of your deck for the whole month is the 6 of Wands. So there is an underlying energy of victory with all these messages, no matter what. No matter the conflict, no matter the give and take, no matter what you're hanging on to, you're going to be victorious because Saturn has your back, okay? So there's a tension here, there's a celebration here. There's something going on here, and we already know that there's a dependent twin here. So if you guys are connecting with a twin flame, be very careful that this vibration has not shifted to a dependent situation, okay? Because dependent twins who are dependent on each other are no different than the devil card, okay? So this is the difference between being connected with a person and it over time becoming an attachment, an obsession, an addiction, okay? That's either for you or someone else, Capricorn. So, alright guys, definitely Gemini energy showing up here again. That Gemini card showed up so much. Okay, but yeah, this is what I have for you. Hopefully this resonated. If it did and you'd like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. Just look in my description box for my email. Shoot me an email. We can talk more about what kind of reading you'd like. Other than that, I will have videos out for the new moon in Cancer. That's already out. I have the summer solstice out if you'd like to see the summer energy for your sign. And I'm definitely going to record a full moon video for this Capricorn eclipse coming up. So keep a lookout for that if you want to see what's going on there, Capricorn. Very important for you, especially. But if I don't see you there, I'll talk to you guys in August. Bye.